Every dollar is taxed 1,000,000 times before it gets to you. And once it leaves your hands, it gets taxed another 10 million times. For most people, this endless cycle of taxes starts with a job. Let's assume that you are lucky enough to work at a job you hate with a passion. The only thing that makes you happy is seeing your paycheck.
My first paycheck!
Well, that's until the government comes along to collect income taxes and social security.
Who's FICA? Why is he getting all my money?
Once the government has taken its cut, you take that paycheck home and give half of it to your landlord as rent. But the government is not done, because it goes to your landlord and collects another tax from him. Then it does the same with the power company, the credit card company, and anybody else who is collecting a bill from you. After you have paid all your bills, you take the $2 that you have left and go down to the store to buy food. But there, you find our beloved government standing right at the till, collecting a sales tax. You think you can drown your sorrows in Bud Light, but that's not a smart plan. Your beer is 4% alcohol and 40% taxes. Nevertheless, you persevere. You save a penny here, a nickel there, and even a whole dollar once in a blue moon. After years of scrimping and saving and refinancing your house, you accumulate enough money to start a business. You can finally smell the freedom of having to work 1,000 hours a week, just so you can tell everybody that you are your own boss. You pick an easy business, let's say a bakery. You bake cookies and cupcakes and all the other delicious things that go into creating diabetes. But Uncle Sam doesn't care, because every time you make a single dollar in profit, he's right there with his hand out, collecting 100 different taxes. And it's not just you, it's everybody. The government isn't only taxing the end product here, which is a cookie. The government is taxing all the stuff that goes into your cookies. The flour, the sugar, the eggs, the butter, the baking soda, even the water. The government taxes your cookies, then it taxes whoever sold you the flour that you used to bake them, and then whoever milled it. It also taxes the farmer who grew the wheat, and whoever sold the farmer his fertilizer, his tractor, and all the other stuff that farmers use to grow their crops. And that's just the flour. Everything on your ingredient list is produced by a different person, and each one of them is getting taxed. The same goes for machinery like your ovens. The government is taxing the oven maker, whoever mined the metal used in its construction, and even the workers who swung the shovels down in the mines. If your business does well and you buy a truck for deliveries, the government is taxing the dealership, the truck manufacturer, and every single supplier in the value chain, all the way down to the guy who grew the rubber used in making the tires. And when you go to fill up your truck at the pump, the government is there, collecting a gas tax. Uncle Sam is also collecting an income tax from whoever owns the gas station, another tax from the refinery that refined the gasoline, and another tax from the oil company that actually dug the stuff out of the ground. If you hire an employee to help you around, the government starts taxing that poor guy's wages as well. Then it collects a sales tax from his purchases and an income tax from every single business where your employee spends his money. This cycle of taxation never ends. Even when you die, the government will just come along and collect an inheritance tax from your kids. And if you have no family to inherit your stuff, the government will take everything you leave behind anyway.